WrestleMania weekend was truly a Jekyll and Hyde show, with high highs and many low lows. And trust me, we'll get to the lows soon enough. Hello everyone, welcome to CoogTV Sports. My name is Sean Paul, and welcome to WrestleView, where I will be reviewing WrestleMania 41, Nights 1 and 2. So, let's get started off with Night 1, and well, so you'll see a common theme because, like I said, Jekyll and Hyde show. The undercard for Night 1 was, good God. First off, Gunther versus Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, the match just didn't click in second gear. I mean, there was no urgency. Like, Gunther's stiffness was kind of, relegated in some ways. And don't get me wrong, Jey Uso winning was the right choice. But Gunther tapping out to a submission? Really? Come on. Jey Uso is not a technical type of person. So what in the right mind made them think that? I have so many questions. Then we get to the War Raiders versus the New Day for the World Tag Team Championship, which, in all honesty, that was just an ordinary Raw match. I honestly don't see why this match had to be on the card and not the TLC triple threat we should have gotten. Like, I just can't. And then next up, Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Pretty decent match. Jade Cargill got her much deserved win to help elevate her star status. Enough said. Next up, El Grande Americano versus Rey Fenix. It was supposed to be Rey Mysterio versus Americano, but unfortunately, Mysterio went out at the last second due to a groin injury, so Phoenix took his place. Good match, despite the 7-minute runtime. Although Americano's entrance, where he had the mariachi band and all that, and then the coloring, okay, I see where we're going with this. So I guess, we'll run this storyline until worlds collide, because if you haven't heard, WWE have acquired AAA wrestling, so good for them, I guess. Next up, LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu for the United States Championship. This was by far the second best match on the card. I mean, Jacob Fatu looked like an absolute stud. LA Knight is always his best. I mean, that moonsault into a BFT counter, that was crisp. Just capital C, capital R, capital I, capital S, capital B, crisp. Jacob Fatu got his much deserved win, and bright things are looking up for the Samoan Werewolf. And then the co-main event, Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair for the Women's Championship. After all the bad blood, well, unscripted bad blood that happened between these two, we were expecting an all-out war, similar to Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley at Mania 39. Unfortunately, it wasn't that. I mean, it was kind of clunky in some spots, but it was still a good match. And, Tiffany retained and looked like a warrior out there, even losing a tooth in the process. So, the undercard, it was just decent. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either. But the main event sure made up for this. Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. And oh my, what a trip it was. From CM Punk's opening entrance to Roman Reigns shield bombing Punk and Rollins to both tables, to that wonderful Paul Heyman double turn on Punk and Reigns. It was beautiful. We'll have to see where this whole Heyman and Rollins alliance goes. I mean, like on Raw, they already acquired Braun Breaker as a Paul Heyman guy, but so far, things are looking up. And now we head to Night 2, where much of my criticism is laid to rest, especially at the end. Don't worry, we'll get to it. So first off, the undercard was much better. The Women's World Championship triple threat between Io, Bianca, and Ripley, one of the greatest WrestleMania openers I've ever won. Io got a much deserved win in an incredible match. Then we had Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre in a street fight. Good match. Could have, had a bit of blood in there, but good match. And Drew McIntyre absolutely caved Damian Priest's head at the end. Next up, the Intercontinental Championship Fatal 4-Way match between Braun Breaker, Penta, Dominic Mysterio, and Finn Balor. And man, that was a fun match. I mean, they had this whole storyline, where there was tension between Balor and Mysterio, both of whom are part of the Judgment Day. And then Carlito absolutely got mauled by Braun Breaker again, getting speared through the announce table. And then Mysterio picked up the win after stealing it away from Balor. I mean, good for Mysterio. Very fun IC match. And then Randy Orton. Then Randy Orton issues his open challenge. It was originally supposed to be Orton versus Kevin Owens, but unfortunately Kevin Owens is out for the unforeseeable future due to a severe neck injury. So prayers up, KO. So everyone's thinking, who's it gonna be? And well, say his name and he appears. Joe Hendry, the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, has arrived. And honestly, I understand why people, because when I did my rankings, I had this match last because it wasn't bad or anything. It was just more of a moment than an actual match, but it was still a funny moment. I mean, Joe Hendry got his Mania moment, and Randy Orton did copy Joe by going for his signature, but then hitting the signature pose. Brilliant. Just brilliant. And then we had AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. Yes, if you haven't been catching up with WWE in a while, Logan Paul is a professional wrestler. So, yeah. Don't get me wrong, he's a very talented guy, but sometimes I just want him off my screen, to be honest. But that's game besides the point. Unlike Logan Paul's other matches, like Ricochet at SummerSlam 2023, Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 39, it just didn't click from what you would see from AJ Styles. But at least, they expanded Karrion Kross's storyline, I guess. So, I guess mission accomplished. And then the Women's Tag Team Championship match, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Lyra Valkyria and a mystery partner after her original partner, Bayley, was taken out due to a severe shoulder injury. And come on, why you gotta do my girl Bayley like that? She deserves so much better. But don't worry, reinforcements have arrived because Becky Lynch returning from her 1-year hiatus from wrestling. I mean, good match. Becky and Lyra got the win, so good job. But now we get to the part where the weekend really broke me. The main event, Cody Rhodes versus heel John Cena for the WWE Championship. And before the end, this match was just slow plotting. I knew John Cena said he was going to, ruin wrestling, but it wasn't it. I mean, sure, they bust out their big moves, but I wasn't really feeling it. But the ending, it literally might be the worst ending to a WrestleMania I have ever seen. So Rhodes and Cena, they're doing their tumbling, and then the ref goes down, and who's gonna be interfering in this match because this whole Rock selling his soul, John Cena joining the Rock, and who decides to come out? Travis Scott. Yes, you heard me. Travis Scott, a literal rapper. If you want to know what he's doing as part of a WrestleMania main event, just go back to Elimination Chamber if you have time, because I ain't got time to explain that. So anyways, Travis Scott comes out, spends 10 hours to get to ringside. Basically looks like he's in his own world at the moment. Then he comes out, tries to attack Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes lays him out with the crossroads. And then, I swear, they made Cody Rhodes look like an incompetent babyface. Because John Cena is about to, clock Rhodes with the belt belt, but Cody Rhodes catches it, and he's about to hit Cena with a belt. But he's having like a midlife crisis, acting like, oh, I want to hit him with the belt because this was my hero. He betrayed me, but I'm a good guy, and I don't want my daughter to see something like this. Like, Cody, look, I love you, but this man literally kicked you in the groin area, betrayed you, just beat you down, and you having a midlife crisis right now at this moment? Then Cena basically low blows Cody, clocks him with the championship belt to win his record 17th championship of all time, to solidify himself as the greatest wrestler of all time. Well, not according to me. I have someone else, but that's what WWE says, and well, who am I to argue against the big dub? Don't get me wrong, Cena winning was definitely the right choice, as it fully cemented his heel turn, and he could have a nice long title run, in what's his final year with the company. But I swear, the way they went with this, Travis Scott, no Rock. Like, what was that? And then The Rock is going to come on the Pat McAfee show with some lame excuse talking about, I think, that we didn't need the final boss. I think the final boss's work was done. We just put off the greatest storyline in wrestling history. The final boss needed to be involved. So what was the point of you coming back? You helped create this storyline. You should have played a pivotal role in helping cement Cena's heel turn. But nope, you just decided to come in for a quick payday and just dipped for 2 months after Elimination Chamber. And you left us with this garbage. So much for Rob being a so-called wrestling genius. That honestly may have been a top 10 worst Mania main event of all time. Like, no cap. So, what is my overall grade for WrestleMania? Like I said, it was a truly Jekyll and Hyde Mania. The undercard for Night 2 was better than Night 1, but the main event of Night 1 was better than Night 2. So, final grade for WrestleMania 41, a C+. Like, geez. Truly, this was the weirdest Mania I have ever watched in my life. So, yeah, that is my full review of WrestleMania 41. And let's see how these next couple of months go after the aftermath of WrestleMania. Hopefully it'll go good. The Raw after WrestleMania was truly one of the greatest we've ever seen. JD came back, Rusev came back, Braun Breaker's officially a Paul Heyman guy, so good stuff. Let's keep this momentum going. So anyways, this has been CoogTV Sports WrestleView. My name is Sean Paul, and I will see you next time. And remember, whose house? Coog's house.